What's up guys, Vito here with another video for you. We've covered goalkeepers and centre backs. So let's move slightly forward, slightly wide on the pitch. So we're going to talk about the full or wing backs depending where you position that. But full or wing backs we're going to talk today. So about the 5 essential skills that you need to have in order to become great in that position. Okay, so we know there's a position that more and more is becoming more offensive rather than defensive position, but of course you still need to be great at both stages of the game. Okay, plus the fact that you have to cover a lot of ground. So let's talk about these 5 essential skills that you need to have to be great at that position. Okay, so come with me and let's see what are they. Your first skill as a full or wing back that you need to be really good at is a technical one. It's a 1v1 defender. Okay, and why is that? Why you as a full back, as a wing back, need to be really good at that? So usually guys like this one here, you might know him, right? Called Cristiano Ronaldo. You might know him. So guys like him, like Messi, sometimes, although sometimes Messi plays in central areas, but usually the most skillful players for the opposition team will play on the wide areas. And why is that? It's usually because they have more space on the wide areas. So where you're gonna be as well. So you have to make sure when they get the space, they don't get past you. Okay, so make sure your teammates have cover behind you, or maybe coming to help you to team up or something like that on the wide areas, but make sure they don't get past you. So 1v1 defending is crucial if you're fullback. I know that now it's a position that is really becoming more and more offensive, more attacking position, but you still need to be very strong when defending. Okay, so that was your number 1. Number two is space awareness. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Okay, so like I said before, the spaces are usually not as well occupied on the wide areas of the pitch as it is in the central areas, and for obvious reasons, of course, because the goal is in the middle, right? So we tend to protect more the middle areas, the central areas of the pitch, right? So the opposition and our team will always look to exploit those wide areas when possible, and especially when it comes to the ball on the opposite flank. So imagine you as a left back, for example, and the ball is on your right for the opposition. So you tend to turn your body to the right flank, right, to watch the ball, to watch what was going on there. But then you have to be aware of what's going on behind you, around you. So you have to be good at space awareness. And of course, that will happen when you have the ball. So when you have the ball, you also need to look to exploit those empty spaces. So attack with or without the ball. So space awareness, very, very important if you play wide on the pitch. Okay, so let's go for number 3. Your skill number 3. Okay, so skill number 3 is a psychological, it's a more mental one. Okay, so it has to do with focus on the game. I know it sounds obvious because regardless of your position, you still have to be focused on the game, right? Whether you're a goalkeeper, an attacker, whatever. But when you play on the wide areas of the pitch, there's something that can annoy you a little bit more because you're usually closer to people who are not directly involved in the game. So supporters, could be parents, friends, could be even sometimes a coach, depending on how annoying he or she can be, right? So you tend to hear more to suggestions and to complaints and to people shouting at you, giving you commands and stuff. So you have to try to switch off from those things a little bit and just focus on your game. Okay, so it doesn't matter who's talking to you, who's giving instructions. Well, it could be your coach depending if it's something important, but of course, depending on the time, what that's happening. So yeah, overall, just focus on the game. Try not to listen too much to what's going on outside the pitch. Okay, so let's go for the next one. 4th skill, if you want to be a great full wing back, you have to make sure your stamina is up to date. Okay, the good news are that Stamina is something very, I would say, easily trained compared to all the skills. When it comes to tactical, technical, stamina is something that is more easily achieved, okay? But something crucial if you play in that position, because like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, fullbacks and wingbacks are required to be both attacking and defending all the time. Okay, so transitions or whatever attacking playing, defensive play, you always require to go back and forth to support defending and attacking. So stamina needs to be up to date. So jumping to our fifth skill, you need to become a great fullback like this guy here, Trent Alexander-Arnold, right? Is listen to your teammates, listen to those especially behind you, usually your central defenders or even the goalkeeper. Okay, so why is that? Why that social skills very important to listen to people, right? To listen to your teammates, because like I said in the first, I think the first technical skill, when I mentioned about this, the free spaces, the spaces behind you, right? So those guys usually behind you, they can see the game better than you, right? Because the goalkeeper, the central defenders, they have a certain point of view that they can see the game a little bit better. So they might tell you, look, space behind you, the space in front of you, whatever they say. So keep an ear, I would say an eye, but keep an ear out for these guys. Okay, so hear them out and listen to what they have to say. So be focused on your game, like I mentioned before, but that includes also listening to those guys. Okay, so social skill, very important to listen to people, listen to your teammates. Okay, so we've come to an end of this video, but before I go, right, I want you now, because I've done my part, I've given you 5 skills I judge it important for full or wing backs. Okay, so now it's your turn to do the same. So give me at least 2 skills that you think I forgot, or maybe you think that is more important than those 5. Okay, because I'm pretty sure there are tons and tons and tons of skills that we can talk about, but for today I just picked 5 of them up. Okay, so now it's your turn to help me. So help me with at least another 2 skills that you judge important. Also, I'm gonna leave a link down below so you can watch a little bit of Jordi Alba. Okay, so he's the left back for Barcelona Football Club Barcelona. So it's also a role model like this guy. Okay, so Alexander Arnold, Andy Robertson, David Alaba. So you can watch videos from these guys. But I'm gonna leave one from Jordi Alba because I think he represents really well what I say about attacking the space. I think he's brilliant when it comes to that. So don't miss it out and feel free to leave comments below. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next video.